Okay, so good morning, everybody. We'll start seating today. Bring yourself to roughly the middle of your mat. Have your mat long ways, so your mat faces the screen. And just take a little rock side to side, working into the sit bones. Sitting down into those sit bones, you might choose to have the legs crossed. You might feel best to have the legs long, or sometimes it feels more comfortable to sit on the heels. So really just allow yourself to take that chosen position of your choice. And wherever you are, just closing the eyes. Reaching up tall through the crown of the head. Soft through the shoulders. And just pushing the base, rooting those sit bones down into the earth. Coming into stillness as we arrive onto our mat this morning. Closing the eyes, shutting out any external distractions. Slowing down and bringing our awareness within. Firstly, we just take a moment to check in and see how we feel. Maybe feel any tension being held in the body. And on each out breath, try to release that tension, try to soften. Checking in with the mind and any thoughts or worries that the mind might be trying to hold on to. Observe. And we just try to clear the mind. Releasing any of those thoughts or worries that may control us, that might try to hold us back. And as we arrive onto our practice, we tune in with the breath, just following that breath's natural journey. Breathing in through the nose, feeling the belly, the ribs, the chest expand. And exhaling through the nose, feel the chest, ribs, and belly release. So just allow that gentle breath to carry you. Following that breath as it moves in and out of the body. And just remember, the mind is a busy being. The mind will like to wander and drift away. But by bringing your awareness back to the rhythm of that breath, the breath acts as an anchor, just to slow you down and ground you into this present moment. As you breathe out from here, just gently drop the chin down to the chest. Allow the head to become heavy. Allow the shoulders to become heavy. The back of the neck opening. And take a little sway of the head side to side. Just opening the back body, opening the spine. Allow the head to be still. Reach the arms out, either side of the body, palms facing the sky. And we breathe in, reach those arms out. Float the arms above the head, look up to the thumbs. Exhale, thumbs press down into the heart center. Take a moment just to release those hands. Lengthen the legs out long. Giving the knees, the hips a little wiggle if the legs are crossed. And we're going to come back into that cross-leg position. But this time, try to sit cross-legged to the opposite side. So it's usually then that more uncomfortable side of the cross-legged. Take that little rock. Working into the sit bones and then just find that stillness. Breathe in, sweep the arms above the head, open the ribs, the waist, the side body. Exhale, hands to the heart. Interlacing the fingers and we breathe in, turn and reach to push those palms high. Exhale, grip the lowest rib cage in towards each other. So when we lift those arms, our spine, it likes to have like a banana back. So if we grip the rib cage in, it helps to lengthen down through the spine a little straighter. And as you breathe in, push higher, look up to the thumbs. Exhale, sweep those fingertips down either side of the body. Land the fingertips and drop the chin to the chest once more. Shoulders heavy, head heavy. And sway the head side to side. The head becomes still, palms flip to face the sky, and we breathe in, reach up. Exhale, thumbs press into the heart, crown of the head reaches high. Soften the shoulders. Pushing the palms together, just feel the skin touching, that heat, that energy connecting. Pressing the thumbs into the heart and just gently connect yourself in with the rhythm of the heart. The rhythm of the heart, the rhythm of the breath. Remember any time to bring your awareness to that breath. On your out breath here, gently release those hands. Bring the knees together, just give the knees, the hips a little wiggle off. And we're coming into child's pose. So come towards that back end of your mat. Big toes together, knees slightly apart. Reach the arms forward and bow the chest, the forehead down to the ground. The elbows can be bent so the forearms rest against the earth a little. And we're just closing the eyes here. Again, reconnecting in with the breath, feeling the belly against the thighs, moving up and down. And just feel the forehead lightly pressing against the ground, softening into the knees, into the hips. Balasana, your child's pose. So our flow this morning is checking in with the chest, the upper back. And we also have a couple of twists. At any stage, you're welcome to drop back down and bring yourself into a child's pose anytime. Do what feels good for the body. Reach the arms forward, push into the palms of the hands and gently shift the shoulders away from the ears. Coming into some spinal rolls to wake up that body from here. Breathe in, roll up through cat stretch, hips under, look to the belly button, push the ground away. As you breathe out, drop the belly button, lift the heart, lift the hips, look forward, and we sit all the way back to the heels. Hips to the heels, chest, forehead down. Breathing in, roll up through your cat stretch, belly button up. Exhale, belly button down, look forward into your cow, and we sit all the way back into child's pose again. One more here, breathing in, really push the ground away. Exhale, lift the heart, the chest, sit all the way back, take that child's pose. And settle into child's pose. Again, just rest in the forearms. Feel the arms, the shoulders soften here. Breathe in and out. The arms reach out nice and long. Slightly different this time. From here, you're going to breathe in, roll up through your cat stretch. On your out breath, gaze above the fingertips, elbows bend, and lower the forehead, the chest down. Grip those elbows into the ribs. We breathe in, roll the forehead, the chest through, land the hips. Exhale, hold. Tuck the chin to the chest a little so the back of the neck's nice and long. Elbows are gripping into the ribs. Heart is lifted slightly, pushing the pelvis into the earth. Strong through the glutes. Test that strength in the chest, the lower back. Gently hover those hands off the ground. Keep pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Option on your in-breath here to float the front of the feet, the shins off the ground also. Reach the crown of the head forward and the tippy toes backwards. Elbows gripping into the ribs. Breathe in and out through the nose. Maybe you can feel the belly moving up and down against the thighs. On your out breath next here, float all the way down. Hands, feet, forehead. Breathe in, push to tabletop onto your hands and knees. Exhale, sit back into Balasana, hips to the heels. Chest, forehead down to the ground. Settling into child's pose once more, just releasing through the lower spine, lengthening through the spine. Option to take that little sway out side to side. Take a breath in, round up through your cat stretch. This time as we breathe out, we're just coming to tabletop. So hands come under the shoulders, knees under the hips, gaze down to the ground. Waking up the arms, the wrists a little. Begin to take a shift side to side. We just begin to rock side to side here. Shifting the weight side to side, wrist to wrist. Gaze down to the ground, so the back of the neck long, crown of the head forward. And then when you feel that you can add a little more, maybe begin to float one hand off at a time also. Pushing into that supporting arm, strong into the belly. And then you might begin to lift that knee off at the same time as the hand. So you're super strong into that core, finding your center of gravity, your balance, bringing in that focus into your practice. Belly button keeps drawing up to the spine so the core is strong. Uddiyana Adho Bandha engaged. And find stillness in your tabletop. Inhale, drop to cow, lift the hips, look forward. Exhale, cat stretch, push that ground, hips under, look to the belly button. And then we breathe in, tabletop. Breathing out. So from here, we inhale, sweep the right fingertips up to the sky. As you breathe out, give the fingers a wiggle, maybe rotate that wrist, just loosen off. Breathe in. Exhale, needle through the thread, slide the right arm through, land the back of the arm, and lift the left side of the chest, the shoulder, look over that shoulder. So option 1, stay here with your needle through the thread, pushing the back of the right arm into the earth. Option 2, inhale, reach the left leg to the back and tuck those toes. Shoot the heel to the back. Maybe stay here, or option 3, inhale, left arm up to the sky. As you breathe out, you might bring your left hand either towards the lower back or wrapping it around towards the inside of the right hip. Pushing the back of the right arm into the earth. Lift the left side of the chest. Still check in with the breaths, moving in and out. And inhale, left fingertips reach up. Exhale, land the left hand down to the ground. Push through your left hand as you inhale, reach the right fingertips forward, look down to the earth. And as you breathe out, option to float the opposite leg off. So right arm, left leg, belly button in, breathe in. Exhale, bend the elbow, bend the knee, and crunch your forehead towards that left knee. Inhale, lengthen arm and leg away, strong through that back body. And as you breathe out, lower the arm and leg down, just come back to tabletop. Give yourself a wiggle, maybe sway the head, the hips side to side. Give those wrists a little wiggle out. And take a gentle cow cat. Inhale, drop to your cow, lift the heart, look forward. Exhale, push the ground away, hips under. Lift the spine up to the sky. And then breathe in, tabletop. Breathing out, left side. Inhale, left fingertips reach up. Breathing out, wiggle the fingers, release the wrist, release it off. And then we breathe in, reach that left hand high. Exhale, needle through the thread, slide the left arm through. Left palm faces the sky. Rest on the left side of the face. And pushing into the right hand a little here as you lift that right side of the chest. And then option 1, stay here. Option 2, as you inhale, reach the right leg away, tuck those toes, shoot the heel to the back. Option 3, inhale, right arm up. Maybe keep it uplifted, maybe right hand towards the tailbone, maybe right hand towards the inside of the left hip. See if you can close the eyes and just connect in with the breath, moving in and out of the nose. Breathing in, right arm up. Breathing out, right hand lands down to the ground. Push through the right hand and inhale, left fingertips forward, belly strong. Exhale, right tippy toes off the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the elbow, bend the knee, bring your forehead to that right knee. Inhale, arm and leg away, strong through the back body. And breathing out, right knee, left hand comes down to the ground. And again, give yourself that wiggle off out. Coming into a gentle cow from here. Take a breath in, drop the belly button, lift the heart. Exhale, cat stretch, push that ground away, hips under. This time as you breathe in, we come through into your cow. But on your out breath, come to your first down dog. So tuck those toes, hips to the heels, and peel the body up and back. Into that first inverted V position. Maybe replace the hands and feet. So from here, if your socks were on, it's best to take those socks off, just so the feet don't start to slip within the socks. And give yourself that little paddle. Take that dog for its first morning walk. Feel that space coming into the back body. Roll the head side to side. Finding stillness, heels behind the middle toes. Push the ground away, belly button draws in. Ears between the upper arms. Hips are lifting here, up, back and down. Take a breath in, come up onto the tiptoes. Just bring that strength, that space into the toes. And exhale, push those heels down to the earth together. So if those heels don't touch, this is very normal, very fine, especially at this time of the morning and temperature. You're welcome to keep those knees a little bent, and it just helps lengthen through that spine. Belly button draws in, rib cage draws in. From here, come up onto those tiptoes and take an inhale, glide your way through into a plank, stacking the shoulders on top of the wrists, gaze down to the ground. Exhale, lower knees, elbows bend, hover forehead and chest, grip the elbows in. Breathe in, push through the toes, roll the forehead, the chest through, untuck the feet. Bhujangasana, that baby cobra, shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, Adho Mukha Savasana, back into down dog, push the ground, tuck the toes, and float those hips up and back. So it is only our second down dog. Maybe still taking that dog for a walk feels good, especially a morning practice and being chilly morning as well. Our bodies are even tighter. Take a moment just to find stillness for the heels. Push the ground away, shoulders away from the ears. And we carefully lift our gaze to the top of our mat. Bend the knees a little and inhale, walk the feet all the way forward. Exhale, fold in half, feet roughly hip width apart. Maybe give the fingers and the wrist a wiggle if they feel they need it. And just like those first couple of down dogs, take the knees for a little cycle, paddle through the knees here. Even rolling that head side to side, you might feel tension being released from the neck and shoulders. Such a big place of our bodies that we hold tension. Find stillness in your forward fold. Belly button lifts up to the sky. Maybe that feels you can soften that crown of the head a little further. An option ragdoll, bend the elbows, take hold of opposite elbow. And just feel the torso hang a little heavier. Take a bob up and down, a gentle sway side to side. See if the hips can stay still. Breathe in and out through the nose. On your out breath, soften at the center, release the hands. Bend the knees, chin to the chest, and we breathe in, push the soles of the feet into the earth, and begin to roll up through each vertebra of the spine. Sweep the fingertips all the way up above the head, look to the thumbs. Exhale, the thumbs are pressing into the heart, and the crown of the head reaches tall. Relax those hands. So just make sure you're towards that top end of your mat. Maybe take a step forward. Feet roughly hip width apart. And as we begin here, just going to take a little sway forwards and backwards. Feel the toes gripping at the front. Feel the calf activating as you rock backwards. Belly nice and strong. Begin to lift your gaze forward and root all four corners of the feet into the earth. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, hands into the heart center. Bend the knees a little as you breathe in and sweep all the way up to the sky, lift the heart. Exhale, take a swan dive, maybe bending those knees as you lead forward with the heart. Fold all the way in half, relax the hands, relax the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Halfway lift, sometimes good to fingertips, sometimes nice hands to shins. Exhale, fold down, relax those hands. We breathe in, right foot back. Breathing out, lift the heart, look forward, and just push through those right toes. So just shifting forwards and backwards here. Feel that space coming into the right hip flexor, the right calf, the right toes, and also this left side, the knee, the ankle. And then from here, find stillness for those right toes. Land in either the right fingertips or the palm of the right hand. Breathe in, reach the left arm up. Exhale, soften the shoulder and look all the way up to the left thumb. Keep shooting that right heel to the back for now. And on your out breath from here, lower that right knee down to the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, sweep the left fingertips towards the back. Push through that right arm. Begin to feel that twist coming within the chest. Look all the way down to the left thumb. Still sinking into that right hip flexor, maybe pinching those right glutes. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand outside of the left foot. Push the right heel to the back, knee off the ground, and we breathe in, left foot steps back. Exhale, drop the knees, elbows bend, hover forehead and chest down. Inhale, roll forehead and chest through, untuck those toes, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, push the ground, peel the body up and back into your downward facing dog. So here in our down dog, our pointy finger points forward, rest of those fingers nice and spread, hands roughly shoulder width apart, relaxing the head, pushing the ground away. And just make sure those feet roughly hip width apart. Those heels, they like to dip in towards each other. So just check in as you bring those heels behind the middle toes. Lowest rib cage in, belly button in. Shoulders are away from the ears. Three-legged dog on your right side. We inhale, right leg up. Exhale, push that left heel down to the ground. Belly button draws in, pushing the ground away. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring your right knee towards that right elbow. Take a little sway forwards. Inhale, right leg back up to the sky. On your out breath, we're stepping the right foot long way through between the hands. Drop that left knee down just to bring the right foot through so the sole of the foot's flat, straight from ankle to knee. Hands frame the right foot, tuck the left toes and shoot that knee off the ground. Push through the left toes and take that sway out forward and backwards. Your gaze is just above the toes here, which in my classes this last couple of days, I've come to the conclusion that these should be toe tips because these are fingertips and we don't really call them toe tips, but they are. So you're looking to the toe tips. Find stillness for those left toes. Land the left hand and we breathe in, right fingertips up. Exhale, soften that right shoulder, look up to the right thumb, pushing through the left arm, shooting with that left heel. On your out breath, lower the left knee down. We breathe in, right arm up. Exhale, sweep those right fingertips all the way to the back. Look down the right arm, still sinking into that left hip. Breathe it in and out. And then we breathe in, right arm up. Exhale, right hand outside of the right foot. Pushing through the right foot, bringing your left foot to meet the right. And inhale, step in, take a halfway lift. Exhale, forehead to the shins, fold. Bend the knees, chin to the chest, and inhale, roll up through each vertebra of the spine. Sweep the arms all the way up above the head. Exhale, thumbs press to the heart, and the crown of the head reaches high to the sky. Well done, relax those hands. Give yourself a little wiggle, maybe a sway side to side. Sometimes when you sway side to side, this feels super nice on that upper spine. See if you can try to keep the hips as square to the front as you can. And as you breathe out, drop those arms down. Pull up through the crown of the head. Another calming round here. We breathe in, reach up to the sky. Exhale this time. Take a tilt forward and fold down that center line. Fold all the way in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forehead to the shins. Land the hands. Sticking with the left side. We inhale, left foot back. Breathing out, left knee down to the ground. Untuck those toes. So from here, left hand plants onto the earth and we breathe in, right fingertips reach up. Exhale, soften that right shoulder, pushing through the left arm, beginning to feel yourself revolving through the chest a little. On your out breath from here, sweep those right fingertips towards the back of the room once more. Sometimes here, when we're in this lunge position and we're reaching this hand back, this right knee might sink out to the side and sink over that right ankle. If it is doing this, heel toe the foot out to the right side a little, just to widen through the stance to avoid that knee sinking out. You can kind of keep the knee and the hip more aligned. Option here, so take a breath in and float the left foot off the ground. So we're not trying to reach it or hold it. We're just activating the muscles in this left quad, the glutes, to keep that shin, that foot off the ground. Breathing in and out through the nose. And as you exhale, lower the left shin down. Inhale, right arm up. Breathing out, right hand outside of the right foot. Tuck the left toes, shoot the heel away, knee off the ground. Inhale, right foot back. Belly button in, exhale, drop knees, elbows bend, hover forehead and chest down. Breathe in, roll forehead and chest through. Keep those elbows gripping to the ribs. Broaden across the collarbones. Exhale, down dog. Push the ground away, tuck the toes, and lift up and back. Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart, heels kind of behind those middle toes. Crown of the head pointing towards that space between the hands. Make sure once more that those heels here aren't dipping in towards each other. Those heels are behind the middle toes in your down dog. So just be mindful of anything that's around you as we come into three-legged dog, left side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, push the ground away, flex that left foot. Push the right heel down, heart draws towards the right toes. Strong through both arms, breathe in. Exhale, left knee, left elbow is your option. Inhale, left leg back up to the sky. And as you breathe out, step in that left foot long way through between the hands. Right knee down, untuck the toes. Give that left foot its invite through so the sole of the foot can be straight, flat and nice and straight from that shin. Right hand onto the ground and breathe in, left fingertips up. Exhale, soften that shoulder, look all the way up towards those thumbs. Sink in on every out breath into that right hip flex a little. Breathe in. Exhale, sweep the left fingertips to the back and look all the way down that left arm. Remember, if you feel this knee sinking out to the side, left foot can come out to the left a little just to widen through the stance. Option, stay here or breathe in, float the front of that right foot off of the ground. Breathe in and out through the nose. Maybe lift that right heel a little higher, sinking into the right hip. And as you breathe out, lower the right foot down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand outside of the left foot. Tuck the right toes, shoot the knee off the ground. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, drop knees, untuck the toes and sit the hips to the heels. Chest and forehead down to the earth. Taking a balasana, take child's pose. Option arms can stay long. Option hands behind you, palms facing the sky. Or maybe today making two fists with the hands and resting the forehead on the fist is a good place to come to. Just take a moment to soften. Take a moment to breathe. Feel the effects of your practice so far. Wherever you are in your child's pose, slide those arms out in front of you. Palms face the ground. And we breathe in, roll up through cat stretch. Breathe out, bend the elbows, lower down, belly button in, elbows in. Inhale, roll, forehead and chest through, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, push back, down dog, tuck those toes, peel the body up and back. Adho Mukha Savasana. Heels behind the middle toes, belly button in, shoulders away from the ears. So coming into more of our powerful flow here. Again, being mindful of anything's around you. Three-legged dog, right side. We inhale, right leg up. Option stick here or out, breathing out, bringing your right knee to that right elbow. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. And on your out breath, stepping the right foot long way through between the hands. So wiggle that foot through so the sole of the foot's flat. Option here at any time to drop onto that left knee. If not, full crescent lunge here. Breathe in, sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, soften those shoulders. Square the left hip towards the front of your mat. Here, you might feel the lower back arching quite a lot. So maybe tuck the hips towards the ribs. So draw down through that lower back. Maybe bending that back left leg a little feels best. Coming into a twist, breathe in. Actually, what we'll do from here, take an out breath and lower that left knee down to the ground, untuck the toes. Right hand comes onto the right hip. We breathe in, lengthen this left side. And as you breathe out, sink into this left hip flexor, hooking left upper arm outside of the right thigh. I think I need to twist sides again, don't I? There's lots of twists in this is why. Hooking your left upper arm outside of that right thigh, push into the back left upper arm, and then the right hand presses on top. See if you can push those palms together, feel the chest, lift, 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 and look over that right shoulder. Keep sinking into that left hip flexor. If you'd like a little extra challenge here, it's quite a balance, so be super mindful with the body. Option to tuck those left toes and shoot the heel to the back, bringing that knee off the ground. Breathing in and out, really pumping the belly up and down against the right thigh. Massaging the digestive system, waking up that body for your day. So here, if you can, that left knee staying off the ground. We breathe in, sweep back up into your high lunge. Exhale. So if that left knee was on the ground, bring that knee off the ground from here and we breathe in. Exhale, warrior two, drop the left heel down, open the hips and sweep the arms out so they're parallel to the earth. Shoulders are soft, pelvis under, so we draw down through the lower back and bringing that right knee over to that right little toe. Breathe in. Flip the right hand, and as you breathe out, left hand back, right arm up, reverse warrior. Rib cage grips in, right knee still bent and strong through that back left leg. We breathe in, float back to warrior two. As you breathe out, right forearm comes onto that right thigh, and your left arm reaches up and over the head, so the upper arm by that left ear. Push the hips towards the front, towards that left side, and look up to the sky if that feels good. Wow, done. Take an in breath, float back to warrior two. Out breath, reverse warrior. Breathing in back to that warrior two. Out breath, side angle pose. Right forearm, right thigh, left arm up and over. Push through that outer left foot. And then we breathe in, push through that right foot, come up. So you straighten the right foot. And exhale, soften those arms. That was hard on that right leg, right? Turn those right toes to face the left side of your mat. So facing the long edge of your mat, give those hips a little wiggle out if they feel they need it. So all the toes facing the long side of your mat. Breathe in, sweep the arms above the head. Engage those glutes and exhale, float the hands down, interlace the fingers at the lower back. Really draw those knuckles to the ground, broaden across the heart, the chest, breathe in. And as you breathe out, tilt forward from the hips. Lead with the heart, fold all the way down as far as you feel you can today. Feel the back, the upper back opening. Allow the crown of the head to draw down to the earth. Feel the breath moving in and out, really rooting down through all four corners of the feet, making sure you're not gripping with those toes too much. So maybe see if you can give them a little dance, the toes a little dance. And then feel the feet are still. On your next out breath from here, release the hands, float those arms down to the ground. Carefully give the shoulders and the head a wiggle off, release off. Take a little sway side to side, loosen the inner thighs. And sway yourself all the way to that front right foot. Right toes face the front of your mat, frame the right foot with the hands, pivot on the ball of the left foot. And we breathe in, right foot steps back. Exhale, drop knees, elbows bend, forehead and chest lower. Inhale, scooping chin and chest through, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, push back, Adho Mukha Savasana, down dog. Hands and feet on the ground, hips high, head low. Breathing in and out. Feel that strength in your down dog right now. Have a little check-in and really feel how this down dog feels. Compared to the first down dog you took onto your mat this morning. That different strength, that different space you've created within your body already. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Lion breath through the mouth. And then just allowing the breath to drop back down to your natural breathing pattern. Take a moment in child's pose. Breathe in, glide your way through into a plank. Breathing out, lower the knees, untuck the toes and sit the hips to the heels. Soften down here, arms long, hands behind you, or two fists with the hands. And just take a moment to close the eyes. To feel the belly moving up and down with the breath, connecting in with the heartbeat. Feeling the effects of your practice so far this morning. Om. carefully begin to roll up through the spine and come to your sitting on the heels at the back of your mat. If it's uncomfortable to sit on the heels, you're welcome to stand on the knees if that feels best. So just coming up and giving yourself a little wiggle. Having a sip of water, or if you have a tea or something handy, whatever you have with you right now, have a sip of that, just a small sip, because when we come upside down in your down dog again, you don't want to feel that too much. But that is a harder sequence today, so just have a sip of water. I have a ginger green tea, my favorite. So when you're ready, knees together, give those hands, those wrists a little wiggle. Hands rest on the thighs, close the eyes, breathing in through the nose, take that lion breath out through the mouth. Keeping the eyes closed, begin to make your way into down dog. Step the hands forward, tuck the toes and lift the hips up and back. And then just like those first couple of down dogs, just take a moment to paddle through the heels. Maybe this time we sink the hips slightly from side to side as well. Maybe roll the head too. Just really see what feels good. Find stillness for your down dog. Belly button draws in, push the ground away. And coming into that flow on the left side. So be mindful as you come into three-legged dog, we breathe in, left leg up. Option, stick with three-legged dog, or as you out breath, bring the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale back to that three-legged dog, look to the right foot. And as you exhale, step in the left foot long way through between the hands. Wiggling that foot through. So coming up into your crescent lunge to begin with, breathe in, sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, soften those shoulders, rib cage draws in, pelvis draws under. Reach up tall through the crown of the head and those fingertips, breathe in. As you breathe out, lower the right knee down to the ground. Take a moment to untuck those toes, breathe in. Exhale, left hand onto the left hip, breathing in. And as you breathe out, softening into this right hip, your right hip, sorry, and bringing your right upper arm outside of this left thigh. Pushing into that right upper arm through the chest, lift, and then bring the left hand on top of the right. Pushing the palms together. Long term, we try to get those thumbs towards the heart center. Revolve through the chest, look over the left shoulder. So maybe here's good. Option that slightly further, tuck in the right toes, shooting that heel to the back. Lifting the heart, pushing through that right heel. Breathing in and out through the nose, waking up that digestive system, releasing off any toxins, anything naughty we may have eaten. Or what else does this toes do? Gives you super strong abs as well, by the way, super strong. And then from here, if that right knee is off the ground, right knee down, inhale, sweep the arms above the head. Breathing out, soften, shoot that right heel to the back, bring the knee off the ground, crescent lunge, breathe in. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, drop the right hip down, heel down, open the hips, sweep the arms out, parallel to the earth. Look all the way down and out that front left middle finger. Super strong through that right leg. Remember, you should be able to kind of see that left big toe. So if that knee sinking in, you probably won't see it. Left knee out to the side. Inhale, left arm faces the sky. Exhale, right hand back, left arm up, reverse warrior. Sun warrior, rib cage in, left knee still bent. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, left forearm, left thigh, right arm up and over the head. Breathe out, pinch those glutes, reach the right fingertips away, push down through that right foot. And then we breathe in back to warrior 2. Exhale, reverse warrior. Breathing in, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle pose, left arm, left thigh, right arm over the head, really smile. Breathing in, warrior 2. Exhale, straighten that left leg, relax those arms, give that leg a pat. Turn the toes to face the side. Give yourself that wiggle out once more. So slightly different this time. This time, heels turn in, toes turn out. Coming into goddess pose 3 times, following the breath. So take a breath in and reach the arms above the head. Engage those glutes. Exhale, goddess legs, so it's kind of like a wide squat. Bend into those knees and pinch the elbows into the thighs, pelvis under. So here we tend to tilt that tailbone nice and far out, but try to tuck the pelvis under, hips towards those ribs. Breathe in, reach up, strong through those glutes. Exhale, bend, 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 pelvis under, elbows in. One more here, breathe in. Exhale, bend down, grip, 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 pelvis under, long through the lower back, super heavy through the face, breathe in. Exhale, straighten those legs, turn the toes to face the side and just carefully begin to fold back in half. Wide leg forward fold, replace the feet wherever they need to. Roll the shoulders, roll the head, sway out side to side. Breathe in and out through the nose. Maybe bring the hands towards the ankles, or you can even take your two peace fingers around those big toes and the thumbs on the big toenails if they reach. Breathe in. And as you exhale, maybe pull the toes or the ankles wherever you've held and draw the heart through. Belly button up to the sky. Crown of the head pulls down to the earth. Breathe in and out through the nose. And as you breathe out, release the hands. Take a sway side to side. And then sway yourself to that front left foot. Pivot on the ball of the right foot. And we breathe in, left foot steps back. Option out breath, straight to down dog. Or take your gentle vinyasa. Option chaturanga. Option knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, scooping chin and chest through. You might come into one up dog, strong through those glutes. Strong straight through the arms. Or cobra, elbows slightly bent. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Taking that lion breath is your option here. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale completely through the mouth. Come onto the tiptoes and breathe in, glide through into your plank. Exhale, lower the knees, untuck the toes, sit the hips to the heels. Take your balasana, take child's pose. Choosing that option with the arms, extended arms long, maybe hands behind you, resting by the heels. Or maybe two fists with the hands and forehead rests on the fists. Just taking a moment to close the eyes. And again, just reconnecting in with how you feel with the breath, with the body. Carefully breathe in. Roll up through the spine here. Begin to roll all the way up. Sweep the arms towards the sky. Looking up towards the thumbs, and we exhale, press those hands into the heart center. Crown of the head nice and high. From here, we're slowing down to release those hands, drop the feet to the side, and lengthen the legs long way out in front of you. Have a little wriggle. Just make sure you've got space behind you. And wriggle and remove any skin underneath you so you can ground down through those sit bones. Soles of the feet reach forward, belly button draws in. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, tilt forward from the hips. You might tilt the hips backwards, tilt the pelvis forwards. Paschimottanasana, your seated forward fold. So here, maybe the legs are staying straight and we're just folding wherever feels good. Maybe it feels best to bend the knees a little so you can really connect the tummy in with the thighs. Option to hug the legs, the arms around the backs of the knees, taking hold of opposite elbow and dropping your forehead down towards the knees. Maybe you just take hold of opposite forearm or wrists and that feels good. Again, reconnecting in with the breath as you breathe in and out fully through the nose. On each in-breath, you might be easing off a little, but on each out-breath, try to feel the body softening and you go a little further into your fold. Remember, your yoga practice is personal, it's for you. Every time you practice, your body will feel different. Depends on what you've been doing, how you're feeling. So really taking the time to check in and see how you feel. No judging, no forcing, just turning up, breathing, smiling. Release the hands. Carefully breathe in, roll up through the spine and sweep those fingertips nice and high. Exhale, land the hands, slide the right leg in, bring that right heel as close as you can. Stepping the right foot over the left. Ground down through that right sit bone, right fingertips face the back. Right now, the heart, the hips square to the front, and we breathe in, left arm up, reach the left toes high. As you breathe out, take your twist to your right, option hooking left upper arm on the outside of the right thigh to take your twist looking over the right shoulder. If this feels ouch, that's really uncomfortable, maybe hugging the inside of the left arm around that right thigh, hugging it in and taking your twist here instead. Slightly different options, exactly the same benefits. Massaging the nervous system, so if you're quite nervous, anxious, this is supposed to massage that nervous system. Really massaging all the internal organs today with our twists. Lift up tall through the crown of the head. Try not to slouch here too much. The heart up, shoulders down, crown of the head high. Reach those left toes for the sky as well, so draw the back of the left knee down to the ground. And on your next out breath, release. Come back to the middle and take your counter twist to that left side. Carefully pushing back up. So one more little pose here on this right side before we release this right leg. Turn the right toes to face the left. We rock onto the left hip and the left fingertips face the back. Push through left hand, right foot and breathe in. Reach those hips as high as you can. Sweep the right arm up and over the head. Palm faces the ground and maybe look into the palm of the right hand. So you're super strong through this left side. Lift that right hip higher. Breathe in. And exhale. Finally, we can release that ourselves down. Release that right leg. Release the hands. Give yourself that wiggle. Wiggling off. And we're going to take a gentle forward fold just to loosen off and see how far we feel we can go differently now. Breathe in. Exhale. Fold. Paschimottanasana, super gentle. You might be dropping those feet out to the side. The legs might be a little bent and we're bringing the heart through between the thighs. Whatever feels good, really. Always remember not to watch other people in our practice, not to compare. Just see how we feel. No judging, no comparison. Just arriving for ourselves. Release wherever you are and carefully breathe in. Come all the way up. Reaching up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot comes all the way in. Hug that leg in. Left foot steps over the right. Left toes still face the front. Push down through the left sit bone. Left fingertips face the back. Right toes reach up. Breathe in, right fingertips up. Exhale, take your twist to the left. So option hook, right upper arm outside of that left thigh. Take your twist, push down through the left sit bone. Option right arm hugs on the inside of that left thigh, and we take our twist, look over the shoulder. Back of the neck long, chin parallel to the earth. Push the sole of that right foot a little forward. Still check in with the breath and feel the belly moving up and down against your left thigh. Soften through the face, the forehead, maybe take a smile and breathe in. And exhale, release. Come to the middle, take your counter twist to that right side. Carefully pushing back up. Last little pose here, we turn those left toes to face the right. Rock onto the right hip, right fingertips face the back. Try to be straight from that wrist to the shoulder and not locked into the elbow, but not completely straight either. Inhale, reach all the way up. Reach the hips up, sweep the left fingertips to the back and look into the palm of that left hand. Strong through that right side, super high through the hips. And we breathe in, look up to the hand. Exhale, float all the way down to the ground and release that left leg. Give yourself that wiggle off. Take a little sway. Bring the soles of the feet together and wiggle your hips nice and close towards those heels. Begin to hold on to the soles of the feet, and maybe we can kind of open those feet like a little book. Lift the heart, soften the shoulders, and bob those knees up and down. Take a little sway side to side. Take a breath in. Find stillness for the knees, and exhale, tilt forward. Elbows might bend into the thighs, and you can curl through the spine today. So drop the forehead down, allow the shoulders to curl forward a little. Close the eyes and just soften across the upper back, sinking into the inner thighs and the hips. Maybe have a little sway of the head side to side. Sometimes that feels good. Just a little bit of extra movements. Finding stillness. We breathe in, lift all the way up, roll up through the spine, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands come on the outside of those knees. Push those knees together. Come onto the tiptoes and just rest the hands behind you. Rock the knees one way and roll the head the opposite. Just taking a little twist out here, loosening off the hips, the spine. And then in your own time, coming into stillness, grabbing your socks, your jumpers if you would like them, and making your way down into your final relaxation. Grabbing anything that's going to keep you comfortable and warm. So Shavasana is like your big starfish position. Option Shavasana. Option, you can bring those soles of the feet back together and the knees drop out to the side. Or maybe soles of the feet to the ground, roughly mat width apart, long through the lower back, and the knees can rest towards each other. So really this is your time just to settle. Settle down however you feel best to do so. Feel the effects of your practice this morning. Feel that heat, that energy around the body right now. And surrender. Surrendering that beautiful body of yours into the earth. Surrendering completely. Maybe notice any tension the body has. And as you notice, as you breathe out, begin to feel that tension dissolving. Feel any worries or concerns dissolving away. And allow yourself to really enjoy the here and now. The body calm and relaxed. The mind calm and at peace. Enjoying this complete silence. This complete stillness. Relax. Carefully come back to this time and space. Bringing your awareness back to your surroundings and picturing into your mind's eye the room around you. Bringing your awareness back to your physical body. Wiggle the fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. And carefully roll the head side to side. Loosen off. Bring the head to the middle and slide the arms and legs together. Be careful of everything around you as you breathe in. Sweep those arms above the head. Point the toes, arch the back, take a little yawn, awaken that body up. And release. Float the arms down. Feel the arms, the shoulders soften, the chest, the hips. Feel the legs relax once more. And as you feel the body soften again, as if you've just pressed that pause button, remember that pause button is yours. Press pause anytime. Hug the knees towards the belly and give yourself a cuddle. So just take a moment to love your whole self. I know it's hard for us to love ourselves, but right now be thankful for your mind, making the effort to practice today, taking time out of your morning for yourself. And just send thanks and love to that physical body, that incredible, strong, beautiful body for the practice it just did. You have so much to be grateful for. Love your whole self, inside and out. Take a little rock side to side if that feels good, massaging the lower back against the earth. Rocking onto your side, either side is good. And when you feel ready, very carefully push yourself up. Come into a seated position to face the front. So sit however feels good once more. Finishing our class how we started. Spine long, arms can rest wherever they feel most authentic. Close the eyes. Feel the belly and the chest rising and falling as we reconnect in with the rhythm of our breath. Remembering that breath is always there and that breath is ours. So anytime we need to take a moment, remember that breath is there. It helps to ground you, helps to slow you down. That breath is yours. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Collect that great energy from your practice today into the palms of your hands and bringing that grateful energy down to the forehead, the mouth, and coming down into the heart center. Really taking a moment to thank yourself for making the effort to practice today. Thanking your mind for taking the time out. And thanking that wonderful body of yours for that practice it just did. Love your whole self. Om Shanti. Thank you very much. So this will be our last class, I think, possibly even in this space. So thank you for joining me. Have a lovely Christmas and New Year. And that's it. I'm going to stop the recording and talk to you guys. Stop recording. Thank you.